Hola! ¿Qué tal? How are you guys? Welcome. All right, so just so you know, Ms. Anna is going to be a few minutes late. So she'll be here. She was, getting all prettied up for us. So she'll be a few minutes late whenever she pops in. All right, let me go back and see everybody's here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. So Gilded Girl's here. Thank you for my sticker. I think it was a sticker. Diana's here. We have Marie. It's almost 23:56 p.m. You should be in bed. Hi, Excitable 67, and Penny's here. And Nikki C. Hola. And Susan's here. Sherry's here. While you come in, everybody, let's send up quick prayer to the big guy upstairs for those affected by the hurricane. Horrible. Make sure everybody's safe and protected wherever they are. Hello, Cherry. Hello, Celtic Rune Singer. Hola, Donna. Hola, Julie. Paris. Oh, thank you. Always like when I get some new people in here around hanging out. So it'll be slightly different. We didn't have a Dueling Tarot last week. Last week, if you remember, that was the week I had to. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Granny. Last week, you remember, I had to take the kitten, Houdini, to go get spayed. And so we've been having her recuperate. She's been doing pretty good. She's 6 months old, but she's healing up pretty quick, so it's been good. And so that's been happening. So, and because Ms. Anna is not quite here yet, we didn't have time to go over our notes, what we wanted to talk about. And so we can start, wherever you guys want. I did have something in my notes here. Oh, there was this article about, the Suckets and the story of who ditched who. Sunshine Sacks, was it them ditching them or they ditched? Who knows? Who cares, really? Gilded Girl said it went south of my dad in Tampa and east of my family in Savannah. Interesting. I have not followed the storm path at all. I kind of saw like it was coming and then it hit and kind of faded out a little bit. Not that faded out meant nothing. But yeah. Hola, Robin from Maryland. Awesome. So here's a question for you guys. Is your gas going up exponentially every day, or is it just this place that I live? It could just be this place that I live. I took a picture of it today. Let me see what my price was that I paid. Oh, it was $6.75 a gallon. That's how much I paid today to get gas. I only needed, 10 gallons, but gas is going up exponentially here. It's like a dime a day now, which is ridiculous. Thank God I don't drive anywhere, really. You know me. Yeah. Home, grocery, maybe home goods every once in a while, every blue moon. So yeah. Oh no, that's horrible, Penny. That is horrible about your friend's home. I hope they are able to rebuild quickly. That's horrible. I hope they were able to get out their stuff, that their mementos and their photos. I've always thought about that, in case something was to happen here. I don't have like one of those plans where I would be able to easily be like, yeah, I got to keep this and that. That's something probably we should all think about. Not that we want to, but Celtic Rune Singer. I made a white chocolate. What is this? I made a white chocolate ice cream and dark chocolate pudding from scratch today and yesterday. Interesting. I don't think I've ever desired to make a pudding. It seems like something hard. I know. I know I need to leave. It is so horrible here. Oh, and you should see all of the things that, the leader is passing now. They are horrible, like demonic, the things that he's passing over here. So I'm not happy at all about this here. Oh, gas has been going down slowly in Massachusetts. Wow. I guess it's just us. Lucky us. Excitable 67. It's gone up a little right now, but nothing major. 419 down the road. Those are some good old days. Oh, look at who's that. Is that Miss America?
Hi.
Hello,
Sorry,
Miss America. Welcome.
But my hair looks fabulous.
It does look fabulous. No, excuse me. How come you're wearing a sweatshirt? Is it like cold there or something?
Yes. It is cold here.
Oh, I have to leave this place.
It is, well, I shouldn't say it's cold. It's actually my favorite kind of weather. It's like in the morning, it's chilly, like 50 and change.
Right.
And then, like during the day, it's like going up to like 60. So
I wish that would be winter weather here. I could then wear my boots with the fur, but we're not there yet.
apple-bottom jeans.
I don't have any apple-bottom jeans, and I think my apple's probably starting to droop. But, yeah, I'm just it's cooled down this week. It was like 99. We're down to like 90 today, so we're cooling down, and we had a little bit of like kind of fog. So we're getting there.
That's rain waiting to happen.
Yeah, well, we're not allowed to have rain. You know where I live. Yeah, and Excitable 67 is saying somewhere in LA is over $8. I bet. Oh, I was telling everybody I paid $6.75 for a gallon of gas today. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's I started to get concerned when I went to the forbidden Starbucks, and one of my girls I talked to there, she said, every day I've driven in this week and I passed this gas station and the price has gone up 10 cents every day. I was like, what? And it had been a couple weeks since I went to get gas. And so I went and I saw that and I was like, holy cow, it did. It just went up bonkers.
I have not been putting a lot of gas in my car because like I'm not really going anywhere. And I actually got gas today and I got $50 thinking it was going to give me like a half tank of gas, and it actually filled my tank up. So
let me see. I did take my final countdown. I didn't get 10 gallons. I lied. I got 8.9 gallons, so almost 9 gallons. That cost me $60.55.
Oh my God, it's terrible. I'm not eating a cheeseburger during our show. Like,
go ahead and eat. It's good. It is bueno. And yes, I've always lived in California. This was not intended to be, at least in my mind, it wasn't. My dad got a job out here for Parsons, and it was supposed to be a temporary thing. My parents had met in Pennsylvania, so they were supposed to just be out here for a little while, and it became permanent. And so, yeah. And I've been trapped here ever since. 39 degrees in Wisconsin? Oh, hook me up. Oh, wait. Francois. Oh, there he is. Francois. Bonsoir.
Francois, did Serendipity check in from Florida?
I don't think I've seen Serendipity yet. Thank you for comments on my hair. I just ironed it so it wouldn't be so froey. I was checking out my hair in some old video I was looking at, and I'm like, good Lord, what was I thinking? That's a permanent video on the internet.
The internet never forgets.
Yeah, I was like, that's some ratty hair. I would start house hunting. I got to wait until the offspring is out of school. And then after that, we're going to have to wait for the housing market to like recover. It's about ready to take a dump. And so I got to wait for all of that to shake out. Oh my goodness, Marie. Where is that? Hi, Sally. Where is that? Gas is $12 a gallon in the UK. Wow. You got me beat.
Which, speaking of, I did see that you did a video on the Moonmoth Manor about the Nord Stream.
I did.
The minute we get done with this, I'm going and watching that.
Yeah, I don't. When I did that, I later thought about it, and I'm like, that might not be a popular consensus. But you know
I
what?
didn't watch it. I have no idea what happened.
Okay, well, it'll be a surprise. And then I did the video on poor Coolio, which is kind of weird. I didn't hear about it until you told me about Coolio. And then I told my husband, and he told the guys he works with, and they hadn't really heard about it. It's interesting how his passing's been kind of low key and quiet. It hasn't been a big news story to me, which is even more weird.
Well, he spent most of his life living in a gangster's paradise, so.
He was going on a fantastic voyage, okay?
He was in the bathroom.
Dude, you watch that reading too. That one is crazy. There's a link for that video that I did that I just happened to come upon scrolling through the Telegram, found a video that made things different about what we heard on the passing. So there's that. I was going to say we didn't have time to talk before we hopped on what we wanted to do.
Yes, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry there was eating, but I had my day job, and then I went down and I got my hair done, and I hadn't been there in a few months. I had so many roots that my son said to me, "Mom, do you have highlights?"
I have highlights. They're my wisdom highlights.
Yeah, I had some wisdom highlights going on, but I got color, highlights, glaze, and a haircut.
Glaze? What are you, a donut?
Glaze and a haircut. Too big. Glaze is the toner that he puts on these highlights so that they're not
brassy
the wrong color.
Yes.
And for those of you that are in New Jersey, I go to Steven, the owner of Chop Chop Bang Bang. It's in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and he is amazing. He has cut my hair for a really long time, and he's really good at it.
Asbury Park, isn't that like a place where they have concerts?
They do.
Oh.
They also have riots every now and then.
Well, it sounded so magical in my head.
Concert, riot.
Do they have a theme park or a amusement park or something?
Well, that's the riots. That's it's like a fun house.
Okay.
No, they have the beachfront, and then they have convention hall, and the legendary stone pony is in Asbury Park. That everyone knows that from Bruce Springsteen.
Is that a code for dirty things? Stone pony?
I don't know why they called it a stone pony, but fun fact, I got dropped on my head at a concert there and broke my shoulder and my collarbone and gave myself epilepsy. So,
well, that sounds like not fun.
It wasn't, but it was the Deftones, the Urge, and 311.
That sounds way better than my concert injury. I went to a Dwight Yoakam concert at the House of Blues in Anaheim, and I slipped. Well, there might have been too much tequila involved, and I slipped and fell and bent my ankle into a permanent side bend thing. It's never been the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, are you on Facebook? I'm seeing a heart from Facebook.
I'm allowed to post back on Facebook.
Oh, don't screw this up.
I'm going to try not to. You never know what's going to happen tonight. You know, get a little wine, start getting political, pissed off about my gas prices. It could all go haywire again.
Well, just so you guys know, before the show, we usually get on and kind of debrief each other on our weeks and personal stuff. And we talk about what we're going to talk about. So I was thinking about this on the way down. And one of the things is, well, while Florida has a whooped up storm, let's have a fundraiser for the Democratic Party. Let's have a Joe Biden fundraiser. Did you know about that?
No, negative.
So 46 had reached out to a number of mayors of different towns in Florida, but he was refusing to reach out to DeSantis. He did not want to talk to DeSantis. He didn't want any of that business, that DeSantis business. So, as the storm was bearing down on Florida, there was a fundraiser that Joe Biden hosted. So there was dinner and dancing. So
Where was
kind of
this?
like fiddling while Rome burns. I think it was in DC.
Oh, okay. I thought they went down there, and it's like,
No, they weren't down there. They were just ignoring what was going on down there.
oh, well, you know, what do you have to pay attention to current events for? I mean, I saw Heels Up was over at the DMZ and said, "Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so close."
Is that what she said?
Yeah, she was looking through binoculars and she was saying, "Oh, it's so close." And I was like, "Oh, okay, lady, you're."
Indeed,
Yes.
Beverly. Indeed.
I found I had that song saved to my Spotify playlist. And I played it after I came back from the gas station today. That is just one of my favorite jams to listen to. No, I didn't see that. I did see with Corn Pop was where he pulled what was that? The first time he did it was like a horrible thing of like, stand up, Joe. Let everybody see you, Joe. And he was talking to
the dead woman.
Yeah, and then Jackie was the one he just did, where it's like, she just must have been at the top of his mind. Like, come on now. Come on now. So let's
Where is she? Stand up, Jackie.
Stand up, Jackie. Oh, God save you. Let's look into then, why do they have to go and why do they have to do the fundraising right now? Are we like, I'm not part of them. Are they desperate right now to get some fundraising going? I'm gonna guess so.
I don't know, but he finally did call DeSantis, so he did speak with DeSantis. So there was that.
What's everybody's problem like lately now? Because you notice my leader, he's trying to go debate him and talking about they're trading barbs about hair gel and whatever, but it's almost like, dude, you're already doing a job here, not so great. But I guess it's because he wants to get on the stage so he can run for president. But it's like they're all obsessed with DeSantis. Maybe he's the 45 proxy that they can attack because he's in office.
So I think the concern is that DeSantis is the 45 2.0. And I think they're focusing in the wrong direction. But I also heard a rumbling about the hag.
What'd you hear about the hag? I haven't heard anything about her.
She might be it for the next one. So we may have 2016 Rumble in the Jungle Part 2.
Wait, for when? What, 25th?
24.
24?
For 2024.
Oh, you think she said she wasn't running again?
She might be saying it.
They would never tell us lies. Never.
Oh, wait. Luna's on here. That's my friend Luna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just gave Ukraine another 1.8 billion, I think.
Hey man, we print money like it's a Monopoly game. No problemo. Yeah. And I think I saw something where the dude over there that's always in a t-shirt, I'm trying to be careful and not use any, special words too often. Just bought some fancy pants house. I mean, I haven't checked it.
Wait, who's always in a t-shirt? I don't know.
The leader of the country that starts with a U you just mentioned.
Oh, he bought a what?
Fancy pants house for his Padres, his parents.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go double check it. I saw it in passing. Didn't have time to go double check it, so I could be spreading gossip.
So shouldn't he be fighting a war, not buying real estate? I'm very confused. Why is that happening?
Well, I mean, this is the thing for me. You see like that, how long ago was that? A couple months ago when Angelina Jolie goes and shows up and she's going to get her drink or coffee and this to go show up. And I'm like, She's just walking in like there's nothing going on outside. It's not like it. That's kind of weird. I'm not just gonna go showing up places like that. And I'm not afraid for my safety. Nobody's afraid of their safety over there. Yeah. So, all right, let's start with the fundraiser then. Why are we fundraising? Why couldn't they put it off a week? Like, maybe it was pre-planned, but
it was pre-planned and they refused to reschedule. That is the curious thing, because what is her name? The curly top. What's her name? Jean-Pierre or something. The press secretary? What is her name?
Oh, is it Corinne Jean-Pierre?
Corinne Jean-Pierre.
I don't know. I just call her cute girl in my head, and I'm like, cute girl does a deal with the devil.
She's got cute hair. I like her hair.
She has a cute little face. She looks so cute, but then it's just like, you work for him. So you're a secret demon, in my opinion.
Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Oh, we need our banner.
Oh, damn it. We got to get it on. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Oh.
All right. So why what do we want to know about the fundraiser? Why did they have it, or why did they not cancel it?
Let's ask how desperate they were to have this fundraiser.
Sloppy shuffle right away.
Are you going to ever rename your channel that?
I really should, shouldn't I?
I'd love it. Sloppy Shuffle Tarot.
Like totally rebrand.
Yeah. And then it was just like cards in the air. Oh, Francois said ask both questions, I guess. So.
All right. So how desperate were they, and why?
Why didn't they reschedule? So. Oh shit! God. Oh my goodness! Yeah. What in the world is that card with the thing and the two nakedy people running?
That is the horned one, which is our devil card in the. But look at those bums.
They're nice.
Those are some implants. The dude looks like the horned one looks like somebody from a band in the 70s, but I don't know who.
Yeah, he looks like somebody I should. Oh, somebody I used to know. No.
What deck is that?
This one? I thought you had this one. This is a Deviant Moon Tarot.
Mine doesn't have all those colors.
Yeah, this is the one. I went to the mall the other day, and they had the Deviant Moon Tarot. This is the borderless edition.
That's like totally different from mine. Mine's like very muted.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I don't have all those reds and emerald blues. That's the kind of night it's going to be, guys.
Yeah, but I've been enjoying this deck and all of its pointy boobs, but I don't have the where was Diana's comment?
I do. I got more coming. Don't you worry.
Oh boy. Do you want to go first?
So, why they did not postpone is because they don't have their shit together. They need definitely to build upon the funds that they have, and they're trying to reach out to other people that are not quite part of their super fun club with the eyes and whatnot. The club is not, they need more members. They need more contributors. So, they want to bring people in to indoctrinate them. One may say initiate them into a relationship that will be unbreakable. So that's really why they didn't do this. I think there were going to be some power players there, or not power players, but some players that they want to move around the chessboard, so to speak. There were some people that were going to attend that may not be able to attend in the future. They needed to get those asses in the seats before November. Now, that was why were they so desperate? Why they didn't postpone it? And I think we should talk about the event, the weather event. I don't want to harp on the weather, but I think we should talk about the weather.
I think that's a good thing. It was on my mind to do that question as well.
Curious that it hit Florida, right?
It is curious.
I mean,
it's a logical place, but the worst storm in 500 years? I don't know. Yeah, we won't harp on it, but we'll look into it.
I'm loving it. Oh my God, it's a paper straw and it's melting.
Oh, my condolences.
So why they were desperate, why they didn't cancel, because they're in big trouble in terms of partnerships, cooperation, people that are going to be playing the game with them. They're in a little bit of trouble. They have lost team players. They have people that are no longer singing from the same page. Let's put it that way. I hate that saying. You're not singing from the same page. So their wish is that they can get the infighting and the doubters, the doubting Thomases. They want to win the doubting Thomases back so that they can work on regaining the balance within the party and tipping the scale into their favor. However, this is a disastrous event, not of their doing. I think the optics are quite bad on it, and I think those that they were trying to sway perhaps will not be swayed. I think all of the efforts that they put forth in that event were for naught, my opinion. What do you have?
Yes, my opinion is similar. It is the coffers are dry. We're digging at the bottom of the barrel. It's kind of, it reminds me of like perhaps the Harkle's assets, allegedly for entertainment purposes, really having to pick and choose what things they can spend their money on because we don't have a lot in the cupboard. Old Mother Hubbard's cupboard is bare. We're looking to get some big whales. I think that's what they're called. Big whales to come in to fund their shenanigans. A lot of interesting things here to me about, I think we've got some problems of a legal kind coming up for them. There's some battles that need to be fought here of tricky legal things that we perhaps can't dance around, and we can't do a media spin on it. That doesn't work. There's like some facts coming up, so we're going to need some money to defend on that. And we're also we need some money for marketing because our message is just being misinterpreted by the masses. We don't understand why the dummies aren't listening to us. I mean, we're trying to say everything right and they're just not getting it. And of course, we have El Diablo here wanting to kind of bring them into the fold. And I think it's turned off a lot of people who they brought to this shindig, because a lot of people are like, do I really want to, join this team? Do I want to really sell my soul to the devil? Do I want any money going to this team at all? Doesn't seem like it. So I think they were hoping, like, it feels almost, I don't even know if I can say this, but I was going to say, it feels like, if you went to the Celebrity Center in Los Angeles, if you know what I mean, the place where John Travolta, maybe Tom Cruise would hang out. as a regular person, not as a famous person, you can go in there and get free seminars and stuff, right? It felt like they went in there and they were given this spiel, and it was like shouty and really obsessive and nagging and annoying, and it was desperation fueling this. But
Come on, man.
God, well, I think he was probably shaking ghost hands while he was there. He was like, hey, hey. Come on, Jackie, shake my hand. What? So, yeah, their coffers are dry. Poor things. Poor things.
So let's see what the result, because I got that tower card. Let's see how, what the result of this is, or how it's going to shake out. What do you say?
All right. How their fundraising efforts are going to do, or did, how they did.
Now jump out. Princess of Power, still cultivating that power. Princess of Power.
Is that like, when you get the magazine and it has the card inside the magazine says, subscribe for your special deal. It's 50% off the cover price.
Yes. But only if you buy 47 copies.
Yes.
62 fabulous snack packers. Guys, please be sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Welcome.
You sounded like the little lady from Poltergeist. All are welcome.
I don't remember her at all.
The little lady?
Watch. No.
There's peace and serenity in the light. How do you not remember that?
I don't know. You have to remember, a lot of times I fall asleep in movies, and so my dad is asleep. I'm going to say it did not go well at all. Fundraising efforts. We got a tower card. We got a 10 of swords. We got the 9 of wands. I think they had big hopes. I'm wondering if they did bring in a celebrity to try and woo them to open up their wallets. It doesn't feel like it. I don't know what celebrity they brought in, but it might have been like, I don't know, low budget celebrity. That's all they could afford to get in there, and it didn't work well. But it looks like it was a total dumpster fire that, like, I would say they spent more on the event than they got. They didn't even cover their cost of the event. What do you have?
I hope they didn't wheel out James Taylor again.
Maybe they got Paul Simon and whoever else left Spotify.
Oh, Paul Simon, so he could smack his wife around? Oh, did I say that?
Yeah, oops. It's just because everyone's obsessed with him, okay?
So the partnership they tried, and look who showed up. Do you see who showed up, Alycia?
No. Who's that? Richard Simmons? Oh, is that Joe Biden?
Come on, man. Alycia thinks this fool card looks like Joe Biden.
It does.
It really does. So Joe Biden showed up. But he's the fool card. So they're holding fast. They're kind of, they didn't make any money. They've still got this amount, which is not enough, but that's intuitive. They're still working together to try and get more money. They're looking at their resources that they have, the liquid resources, the cash resources that they have. They're looking at those and trying to figure out how to make them grow. It's almost like they're looking at investment possibilities.
I'm trying to think what they could invest in.
Not good stuff.
That's why there's nothing good that they would invest in. I'm just thinking, like,
not good stuff.
Yeah.
But that's really, do you ever see somebody who's trying to start a fire? You ever go camping and like somebody's trying to start a fire and like it's just not happening? Like you see the sparks and like there's a little flame and then they like kind of goes out, and you see the sparks and there's a little flame and then it goes out. That's kind of what's going on here. So it's weak. So I'm going to switch decks because I'm having trouble seeing that, so I'm sure everybody else is having trouble seeing that. I'm going back to the big ones.
Yeah, whip out the big ones because you got all this real estate.
Where they got all this real estate. So, is this all for preparation for battle with 45? How about that? Good question.
Okay, so you don't think it's for this season of elections? You think it's for the big enchilada?
Well, I just did a sloppy shuffle and I got this sucker when I asked that question.
Oh my!
So let the sun shine.
Hola, Gina. Welcome in.
Hi, Gina.
Yeah, Sue. I don't know. Somebody puts batteries in his bag. Someone gives him some special wake up medicine. I don't think a Red Bull's going to do the job with him, but
I think that's all B12. I think they're.
How much of that do you need? Because it's like I take my B12, but I don't like overdose myself. I mean, I don't know if you can on that stuff, but
You
dang.
get a shot of it? The shot's a different story.
Oh, I don't do the shots. I do the dropper.
No, the shot's a different story. You're like, woohoo, I feel great.
Maybe I need some of that. That sounds like fun every once in a while.
It's interesting. I did the shot twice. And Gregopedia and I went to get vitamin infusions once. And that was actually pretty notable as well. It was pretty cool.
Mm. Man, that's got to be pretty pitiful if you're trying to gear up for the next big 2024. You can't get any money. Oh my.
Yep. Come on, man.
Oh God, it's tower card time again.
Oh my God, they suck.
They're
sorry.
horrible at this. This is like, this is, yeah, they suck at this shit. So this is like, yeah, I think they already know. It's kind of like Lost Cause or whatever coffers they expanded for this November. We're kind of like, that's a done deal. So yeah, this looks like we want to go after 45. It looks like the results are still disastrous here. They're in there. They're spreading like all sorts of telling rumors and innuendo and gossip, spreading shit all over town. I think, again, a lot of people brought up the possibility there might be some legal trouble here, and they're not quite sure that they think it's such a wise investment that to put in there, or also that they're not going to, essentially pay to play. They're not going to get their ROI on their investment in that group. And so a lot of people are walking away and they feel safe at this point walking away. They don't want any of what they're trying to sell. They're like, nah, that's all right. I'm good. So that's what I got. What do you got?
I got, in terms of, is this preparation for battle? Yes. Oh, serendipity. We were just talking about you. We're talking about the Democratic fundraiser that happened peri-hurricane. And if it was preparation for the 2024 Battle Royale with number 45 again. So they have nothing in terms of messaging. They have very little funding. They know that they cannot compete on both fronts. This is alarming because they need a big event. And I was listening to the radio.
Oh, didn't you turn on the phonograph?
I was sitting around the radio and I heard some things. They know that they don't have the juice, the people, the messaging. They're trying to come up with a better message. They're trying to see things from other perspectives so that they can manipulate their perspective and their messaging in there. They're not being careful with the wattage that they have. Wad, not what. They're
I was like,
they're
what
just
star
not.
power do they have?
Yeah, they're just not being careful with it. So what I heard on the radio while I was putting my dentures in and drinking my Ovaltine. Um, the event that happened in 2001 in New York, we're all familiar with it. There were two buildings. There was an incident. You know, it was quite large. I don't think we're allowed to say those numbers because
We'll get in
makes a big
trouble.
deal. Yeah. So um, if any, I mean, I'm from the East Coast, and like we can actually see New York from where we are, and I can tell you that the event was notable here on the ground. We had, the communities that I lived in are heavily peopled with commuters that go into New York, so we had a lot of losses here. There were a lot of funerals. There were a lot of memorial services. There were heavy losses here. But the unity that brought the country together really had people linking arms, had Democrats, Republicans linking arms on the Capitol steps. There was a great sense of unity. Now, I think we all remember that 46 said he was going to be the great unifier. So what does that tell us? We are at a precipice right now. We are right, and I don't know if you guys remember, people weren't that fond of him. He was like an okay guy. There were some problems with him, but after that event, that September event, when he had that, I don't want to call it a photo op and belittle what it was, but when he was at that place where it all happened, and he said, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna get retaliation. It unified our country. So, are we looking at a potential unifying event coming in the future? And
Okay,
I
yeah,
think,
that's a good question because yeah, I would say back then, and I remember it well. And looking back at it now, I have a different opinion. But yeah, that was one of those moments. That and when he went out onto the baseball field, there's different parts of that time frame where I think too when there was some other thing he did. I don't know if it was coming off the helicopter or something.
yeah, there was something like that.
And so those events stuck in my mind. And at the time, manipulation of the media and other powers that be and eyes wide shut shit. It was like one of those times where everybody came together. So I guess let's see, is there a unifying kumbaya moment coming? Beverly doesn't think so, but let's see. Maybe.
Well, I don't know if the event itself will be unifying, but will there be an event that is intended to create a unifying atmosphere?
Okay.
So, and I'm wondering if that pipe, the issue that the leaky pipe that we had if it has something to do with that, because, apparently there was a passport that was floating around.
There's a what?
A passport.
Oh, I thought you said a Pep Boy, and I was like, "What? A Pep Boy? That's a auto store thing. What's a Pep Boy doing out
Manny,
there?
Mo, and Jack.
Trying to repair it."
No, well, and I know a little bit about. Good morning, Elizabeth. I know a little bit about the construction of the pipe. I actually looked it up. So there's no way that something happened from the outside. Happened from the inside.
Oh, okay. That sounds similar to what you may be watching later on the Moonmoth Manor, maybe.
I will definitely be watching later on the Moonmoth Manor. Those of you that have not subscribed to the Moonmoth Manor on Alycia's AlyciaWicker.com website, highly recommend it. It is the premier
Premiere.
premier secret sauce in tarot readings. You're going to get all the juice.
All the juice. Thank you, Anna, for your advertisement of the Moonmoth Manor.
You know what? I'm being. This is all in earnest because, like, I really do enjoy it. So, like, as a reader, like, I'm very much enjoying your secret Moonmoth Manor, and I want to have my own secret Moonmoth Manor. But I don't have enough time to do that many readings yet.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Finding time, right?
Well, if we get a cataclysmic event, then I'll have plenty of time.
Sure will.
Oh.
Well,
Huh.
You want to go first?
No. No, I won't.
All right. You may
You can
be
go.
looking. All right. So here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that there is a possibility for an event. I don't see that it's like concrete, like settled, like that energy for me. I'm getting here. This is not a settled event. There is definitely something on the books that perhaps we might want to engage in and deploy somehow. There's some worry though about creating this unifying event, as like it feels like, oh, we're doing this to bring the people together. There's there's some hesitation in doing this though, because this feels like it could go haywire, it could go sideways, it could like backfire. That's what I get. What do you get?
I'm getting the top idea is we get some of our boys and girls over onto that other continent that's having a whole bunch of things happening.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's where it's going to happen. That's where the event will happen. And that, like, we're going to be so outraged that our boys and girls are done in this way, like Black Hawk Down, not not on that kind of a scale, like a little bit more engaged, not, not just a few, which that movie kills me. Like, I mean, I know it's a real story, but the movie, like you can't even watch it. But I get the same thing, that it's not a formalized plan yet. They're like, hold, we're not doing it yet. And I'm getting this fast and slow. So like somebody is trying to like rush it to the theater, like we're trying to get it to the theater, and somebody else is holding it back. And like there's all this hidden stuff going on. Not everybody that's in on the plan is privy to all the information. It's going to be a clusterfuck. If they try and do this, it's going to be really bad, because they don't have everybody on the same page, because they're really trying to hoodwink a lot of people. It's an instigatory event. I think I just made up that word.
That's okay. W made up words all the time. Go ahead.
So yeah, it's there's something going on now. Here's Beverly. So, and that's what I think is the plan. I don't think this is a plan for success. I think this is a plan for failure. And then she followed. I love when Beverly's here. Beverly, yeah, I love when she's here. She brings all this knowledge to the chats.
Yeah, she can be our Gregopedia.
She can. What? Gregopedia will show up and it'll be like, wait, what?
What? I got replaced? Yeah, because Beverly's a smart cookie and she helps us out because we don't know all sorts of smart things.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, I would assume that both sides have an October surprise planned. I would assume that.
12.3? Look at Excitable 67. 12.3.
We don't
I just heard 1.1.
I don't know. We don't have any of this money. This just what are they doing with it? Oh, I know what they're doing with it. We talked about that a while ago. But anyway.
We got a Bevapedia.
I love it.
So, Sue, no, I don't think that it's going to be us on the offensive. What I think they're going to do is create a situation where some of our people are disrupted. Let's put it that way. So let's see if the plan and play is part of the hose pipe thing. Hose pipe. I said hose pipe.
All right, let's see.
I legit can't believe that I ate a McDonald's cheeseburger on the channel. Like,
I am envious. I mean, even though there's rumors about whatever could be in a McDonald's burger, I am still envious because it used to taste so delicious. Those buns. Oh my God. Heaven.
it was not by design. If you had any idea how fast I was driving back from the hair salon.
Oh, well, you know, I can imagine speeding around, and fast food lines can be long, especially on a Friday night. Wait, are your children just starving then?
No, I that was what I was furnishing food for.
Oh, okay. So you didn't just feed yourself; you fed the children's as well.
Yes, I fed them crappy food.
Hey, at least I got to eat. You know. Mm.
Oh,
I got sneaky snacker, man.
oh boy. I'm going to pull out a pendulum too.
Dude, a sad
No.
time to be paying sneaky snacker tax.
Sneaky snacker.
Oh, bastards. Okay, what are you whipping your pendulum out for?
I'm not yet. I changed my mind.
Oh, okay. Refresh me of the question.
Question is the pipe, the hose pipe, part of this refueling of nationalism unity?
Okay, got it. It looks like this is the interesting thing. I haven't seen her in a while, but the hag showed up as perhaps an advisor to this event. It looks like it is an option. So it's like the same thing I got before. It is an option. It is on the table. It looks like we might be having, I don't know, the dude that likes to wear the t-shirt all the time might be in contact with other peoples over here. Maybe this is crazy burn pits woman. Could be. And they're talking about seeing how they can move this forward. They're pretending, this looks like the plan is that we're going to be pretending to be doing this in an act of, you know, compassion and love and being the savior and all this kind of crap. But they have the sneaky snacker energy here. It says, no, it's just a bunch of bullshit. They're hoping to be victorious and that this can turn their image around on what's been happening over there, because I think they're losing steam on people are getting tired of us just sending money over left, right, and center. But that's what I got. What do you have?
Oddly enough, she showed up for me too.
Oh, dang.
And she's yelling. You know how she has that? What difference does it make? That voice? Yes. Yeah, she's been using that voice. She's been yelling about this. Her motivation, her private motivation is a little bit different. Oh God, she is pure evil. I'm saying it. I think I think it was us. I'm just saying. Almost 80 people watching. Welcome. I think that the event was engineered by us. I think we're in too deep, though. I think they know it. I think there's a little bit of concern right now. Like, oh shit, what did we do? We're like, you know, the whole point was to put us further in a position of power over there. And while I don't think it was directly linked to this event, the event planning, where they will inspire more unity, national unityism
Yeah.
here. I think that this was something that was separate and it's going to evolve into it. This is a huge slippery slope. This is a major, major foobar. And like, I'm using the correct word for this. It is a major foobar. Now, are we going to find out that, like, is it going to come out? So, yeah, apparently there was a Russian passport floating in the water.
Well, here's where I'm gonna differ with you. It kind of gives it away, but I differ. I don't think it was actually Corn Pop's gang.
Oh.
I'll just say that. I don't think it was Corn Pop's gang. I don't think it's us that did this. What I got was some different motivation, but I think it's the same outcome, that it can be used to push shit going forward. At this point, it doesn't matter who did it, because anyone can use it to their advantage, right? Don't let a disaster go to waste, or whatever Rahm Emanuel used to say. God, whatever happened to him? A crisis go to waste. Is that what he used to say?
I think he did. I think you're right.
Yeah. So, and yeah, I saw that, Beverly, where he flat out, he said this, that they were going to go do that. But that did not come up in my reading. So, time will tell. We'll see.
Beverly, you and I can have a watch party. We'll watch it together.
Oh, and then Excitable 67, I did ask that question as well. They're on the side watching, is what I'll phrase it as. Ooh, they're side watchers.
Do you see Maria Theresa's?
Well, see, this is the whole interesting thing. I think it's being used. It's in a different way. But I could be wrong. The cards could be wrong. So, yeah, I think there's this, though. This is the whole goal of this. Doesn't matter. I think
Yeah. So, see, you know what? I'm going to tell you, this is one of the reasons I love Dueling Tarot, because we're having a difference of opinion and we're not freaking out. And neither are any of our wonderful watchers.
No
one's freaking out.
Right? No need to freak out. I mean, why? Don't waste the energy on that. Don't waste it. All right, so where are we going now?
Let's talk about Brad Pitt's butt. No, I'm kidding.
Let's talk about his abs. Did you ever watch that? The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Oh, no, but I love his butt in Thelma and Louise.
Well, I'm just saying, for, an elder man like us, it's
okay.
The body's banging.
I'm going to have to look it up. I'll watch it. After I watch Moon Moth Manor. So, well, Johnny Depp is dating his barrister, apparently. Hailey Bieber is taking some heat for cultural appropriation.
Oh, I didn't know that. All I heard about was her talking about how she and Justin Bieber like to do it doggy style.
Who's the dog on the bottom? Just asking. I mean, that's...
You didn't clarify it, probably because she also said in that same thing, she said, oh, how embarrassing. My parents might be listening. Okay, well, if you knew they were going to be listening and you're still sharing the details, I don't think it's that embarrassing. What else?
Khloe Kardashian. Luxury surrogating. That has been a recent topic. And I think, because I think it's going to come out that one of the Sussex pregnancies is a surrogacy. I don't think both of them were.
Oh, I think they both were.
Yeah. But well, I think the whole thing is shady. But so there's that, and what else has happened in the world here? Let's see.
I was saying the only thing I did see that I looked up there was something. It was on the Sun because the Daily Mail was just a bunch of boring stuff. But on the Sun website, it said Kate told Prince Andrew, "Stay away from my children. You revolt me."
Oh.
And I was like, really? I don't even think she would have said anything to Andrew directly. I wouldn't talk to him directly. He seems like he like loses top. Oh, Anna's got to take a very important call right now. She might be on the phone with. Maybe she's trying to find out what happened with Justin Bieber. Is Justin a top or a bottom? I don't know. I'm wondering if Justin and Haley are even like legit, in love, or if that's just like a sad codependent relationship. Were you finding out if Justin was a top or a bottom?
No, I was finding out that my son is back an hour early, but he's getting a ride. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, so where do we want to go? Oh, and then they were talking about Haley's dad had other problems. Haley's dad, is he the Bible thumper dad?
Yes.
Okay. Well, and there's that other dad, the other Baldwin, who's going to be in deep shit soon. Couldn't have happened to a nicer
with
guy.
The baby name? They named their 8th baby something weird.
Who had an 8th baby?
Alec Baldwin.
Oh, him and Hilaria, who thinks she's
Hilaria.
She's Hilaria. Har har har. I don't know, like how many kids he had? One with Kim Basinger, right? Dude, he's got to have like, I don't know, he's getting up there like Nick Cannon, right? Nick Cannon just had his 10th baby. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's not taking care of any of them. So apparently the new baby is named Ilaria.
That horrible name. Horrible name. Don't do that. Hilaria.
Irina Baldwin. Why does she have so many names?
I don't know. That's weird. I was thinking about that in terms of, how I watch Sister Wives and how the 4th sister wife, she goes by like every last name she's ever had. It's Robin, Sullivan, Jessup, Brown. Like, you divorce the Jessup, you're not the Sullivan anymore. You're married to the Brown. So I don't know why we want to keep all the names. I wouldn't want to keep all the names. Oh, that's interesting, Jen. Crazy Days and Nights say that JB and Haley don't do the dirty, and she complains about it to friends a lot. So why was she saying they like to do the canine special? So,
Teresa called her malaria.
I like it. She's, I don't know. She bothers me. She's right up there with, well, maybe not right up there with Chrissy Teigen, but she's up there.
That's another one. Chrissy Teigen. What the fuck?
What, did she do something new lately?
Well, she now claimed, remember she had a situation where pregnancy was lost and there were all those pictures that she put on Instagram, which at the time I was like, oh, that's really terrible. And wow, that's such a painful shot. But, ooh, who's taking that picture?
Right.
And then they had a picture of both of them holding him. Now she is claiming, let's call it what it is. It actually was a, it wasn't a, whoop, it was a,
yeah. There's something wrong with her. I mean, there's that whole thing of, remember back when she deleted all those tweets, having to do with, that conspiracy, and all those disgusting tweets that she did have. I don't know what she's a mental patient. That's what I'm gonna say.
I think so too. So where do we go? Where do you guys want us to go?
Let's see. Let's check it. Let's do real quick. How are JB and Haley? Is this like, are they knocking boots? Are they cleaning their boots? Are they roasting chickens? I don't know.
Really? Again?
I can't help it. It pops in my mind from time to time when I think about the weird celebrity things these people do. And I thought that Haley was going to tell the truth about if she stole Justin from Selena or something. I don't recall seeing that in the article. Maybe she did. Maybe I just don't care that much.
My older sister looks like Selena Gomez.
Your older sister?
Yes.
Oh. I can't say that my older sister looks like that, but
yes, my older sister is quite cute.
Love you like a love song, baby. Why do I know Selena Gomez song? Something wrong with me. Oh my.
Oh. Yeah, this is a weird reading.
Yeah. This is like, if I'm reading this, this is like, this is a couple on 2 different pages. Like, 2 different pages. Somebody's playing mommy. She's playing mommy. He's playing, I don't know, immature, not emotionally connected. He doesn't want to grow mature wise. There's something going on here though that I think like we're trying to say that like we're a successful married couple, but doesn't appear that in fact we are, because we've threatened to put the kibosh on the relationship several times. So that's what I'm getting. What are you getting?
So I'm getting the same thing. Like there's all this duality. So I've got success, but the devil. I've got, curbing our, baser instincts. And he's kind of a big crybaby who like just wants to like have fun and like, I don't know, like jump on a trampoline. He gives me vibes like Veruca Salt from the first Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. He's like, but I want it. Like he's really bratty. Like I hate to say that, but he kind of stops himself after a little while, but he's like, kind of bratty and kind of whiny.
Yeah. He's a bitch. Sorry. Brat.
Bit. Yeah, a little bit. This is weird. This world card, this ending card, this like it's not like they're grounded and rooted in the marriage, but there's this weird ending card. Like it's almost like not here. Pop in. Say hi. This child, he returned. Thank you. I'm glad you got a ride home.
Enjoy your McDonald's.
Oh, he didn't get any.
Oh, sorry. Don't enjoy it. Sorry.
I will get some in a little while when I'm done.
Erase.
He went.
Straight up leave me at the building and then you don't get me McDonald's.
I think there's some fries in the bag.
There's no bag.
I'll take it in a bit. Shush. This episode is brought to you by McDonald's, our sponsor. They're loving it.
Oh, I wish. Maybe I don't wish. Never mind. Go on.
So, the power center of the relationship really isn't there. It's almost like they're functioning as 2 separate entities that are kind of in orbit around an idea or a concept, but they're not really in the same orbit. They're not really at the same place at the same time. So the hope is that like they're like playing house, hoping that it's actually going to have some substance. But I find her very shallow. I know she's a model, but I find her very, very shallow. There's not a lot going on there. And I think that he creates a lot of problems with the happiness in the house because he is so tempestuous and kind of whiny about like what he doesn't have. He wants to be working more, but like there's nothing for him to do right now. There's nothing for him to do. whoever is counseling them is telling them, oh, you need to see things from other people's perspectives. You need to appreciate the experiences of others. And he's not getting it. So I know like he's like kind of religious or like allegedly religious.
I don't know. Is he religious anymore? Because remember, he had the Hillsong pastor that got in trouble from boinking that other lady he wasn't supposed to be doing. So I don't know. Did they break up from that church?
Wasn't he hanging out with Kanye too?
Are we going to pretend that Kanye's church is real?
It's a real church.
Sure thing, boss.
It's a real church. He's got Sunday service and everything. Marilyn Manson's there.
That should tell you something. If Marilyn Manson's going to that you're not worshiping God. You're full on El Diablo.
I don't know what's going on over there. You know what, though? I'll be honest. I would love to go.
I like the religious music, if we can call it religious music, that Kanye did. I did enjoy those tracks, I will say. And then later on, I questioned it and wondering if I was actually listening to these songs and chanting to Satan. I don't know. It became a whole thing.
You may well have been. We actually have a church up here. I will take a picture of it the next time we go past it. It looks like a stadium, and it's called the Epic Church. And I'm not even kidding. And I'm like, Greg, we should go. We should like take the kids. And he's like, dude, if they don't have snakes, I'm not going. Like,
I don't think I've ever been to a church that had snakes. That would be an experience. My goodness.
I just want someone to go like this and the power of God knocks me over. And I'm like, ah!
I was watching an Ancient Aliens. There's this pastor who is thrusting his cross on people's foreheads. He's like doing this exorcism in a church. And he's like, everybody got the cross to their forehead. And I'm like, how many possessed people do we have here, sir?
They all gathered.
Horrible.
Oh. So yeah, I think this, this weird relationship, they're getting spiritual advisement, but like they're both very immature. I don't know, how old are they? Aren't they like in their late 20s?
I think they're supposed to be adults by now. I know they're adults when they got married, but I mean, I think they're mid-20s at least, I would think.
Well, to be sure, we've changed the age of adulthood, haven't we? Isn't it like 37 or something? And the voting age is like 14?
Well, it should be 37, but alas, I will tell you, I know some people who are past 37 and still not adulting. So there's that problem as well. So the marriage is basically a bunch of BS. It's not working and whatnot. Let's look in then to malaria and why she has 9 million children with grandpa who might be in deep doo-doo for his actions. So
do they have 7?
I thought they were up to 9. 8?
9?
I don't know. Let me look it up. I cannot spell it. Malaria. Hilaria. Oh, September 25th. It was their 7th child. Our tiny dream come true. What were the rest of them? Mishaps? Our tiny dream come true. I mean, that's like saying we didn't know true happiness until this one came around. Sorry, children.
This is William Whoops, and this is Calamity Jane. Hey, here's existential crisis.
Here's midlife crisis. Here's I don't think I'm fertile anymore.
Well, all right, I have to tell the story. I don't know if I ever told this. I almost named my son Cosmo because he's the result of Cosmos.
Yeah, I don't think that I could have named my kid Kenny Loggins after a song, the last song I remember, but thank God we didn't do that.
I could have called her Footloose. Only if she was a breech baby, though. Only if she was a breech.
That was me. I was the breech baby. She was the preemie. So, yeah. Somebody should name me Footloose. Instead, I've got this name no one can spell. Footloose would have been way easier. I'm going to change my Starbucks cup name from Fred to Footloose.
Oh my god. Oh, look at Robin.
I'm all right.
Oh.
Oh
Oh, thumbs up if you're having fun, everybody. Thumbs up.
God. All right. Back to what? Why is malaria having 9,000 kids? That's right. She's gonna have to start changing Alex diapers soon too. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll have money to pay somebody to do that.
Oh, man. She's having him for an icky reason.
No, you don't say.
No, not that icky reason. She's got mental issues.
Oh, I thought it was all about cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
No. No. What I've got here, I'm going first because it already came in like really clear. So she just does not feel like a complete person. And so like the thing that she's doing, for entertainment purposes only,
Allegedly.
she does not feel like a complete person unless she's mothering. So she I wouldn't be surprised if she has another one. Like or at least like I just love babies. So there's like all this creepy attention and everything that she gets, and she just is doing it to have a purpose. Like, it's not enough that she can't remember the word cucumber in Spanish or in English. How do you say? Wasn't that it? She didn't know how to say cucumber in English. And she's like, this is a new beginning. This is like very positive, and I love all the energy. I love all this new energy. But she's biting off way more than she could chew. She's going to try and present this as like, I'm just really a great mother and I can do it all. I can balance. But I don't think that she can. Like, she's going to try and sell this like, you can have it all.
Oh.
Not the Trent Reznor, you can have it all. But like she's gonna try and sell this as like, you could be a mother and a businesswoman and a wife and still look good. Like that's gonna be her whole new shtick. But underneath it all, there's this weird psychology where like she needs to keep busy. What do you have?
I have underneath it all, there's some weird secret-y shit going on, and this is like I don't even know that she's aware of it, allegedly. I don't know that she's aware of what's motivating her. It feels kind of like she gets bored, and with the routine of mothering her niños and niñas. And so when she gets bored, and I'm gonna say this, and it might sound shitty, but I think she might have some niños and niñas, and some of them have personality quirks or just the way that they are, but she doesn't like some of that in some of them, and it's almost like she's gonna hit a roulette wheel and spin and win her dream come true baby. That's the perfect baby. It's almost like it's a weird God, she's spinning the genetic wheel, hoping to get the perfect child, allegedly. And I think that's why she keeps doing this. This feels too, there's something sick too about like, I don't know. She thinks that Alec thinks that she's more attractive or some shit, or it's him wanting to offer his gross, disgusting seed. That there's something there where it makes them both feel, I don't know, sexy, or I don't know, whatever the term you want to use, because I can't use any of those terms when I'm picturing them in my mind. It's just a gross bleh. It's something there too for them to hold on to their relationship in a way. Like, I don't think there's anything else going on. It's not like they're sitting there having conversations about deep shit or talking about awesome dreams or anything. It's almost like she gets bored. He's feeling like his sperm's turning to dust and he wants to spread it. And she's like, yes, make me feel wanted and needed. And they go ahead and do it. But I don't think that, they're not getting their needs met through the repopulation of the planet. So that's what I'm getting.
I think part of the creepy thing that you're getting is I think he likes when she's full.
Oh, maybe. Maybe there's something. Oh, yeah. Ugh. I don't even want to think about either of them. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a weird creepy fetish, but he like is like, oh, look at what I did to you.
Are you trying to say that maybe he thinks he has an extra large unit and he's seeing if the fire hose gets into the firehouse? Is that what we're trying to say?
Wow, that was no, that wasn't what I was thinking. But I think like he's like, oh yay.
Oh God. Okay, yeah, let's get off this subject because I need to sleep at some point tonight, and that won't work if I have I had a horrible dream last night. They took my car away from me, and I had to drive an electric vehicle, and it was a Ford, and I was just very concerned. I was like, hoping that it had a really good sound system. I never got to find out, and I was really sad that it was an electric vehicle. So I already had a nightmare, so I can't have any more. I can't.
So there again, when I was listening to the radio, the sad thing is I wasn't even listening to it like on an app. I was literally listening to a radio.
You mean in the car or in the house?
In the house, sitting around the fire while I was whittling.
I was canning my cherries and whittling my wood.
So there was a commentator who was like, you know what? Florida has been saved by fossil fuel run machines. Could you imagine if all those people evacuating were in electric cars and they had to stop and electric up for 3.5 hours? Scary thought.
No, it is. But I think Corn Pop just, I think he spent some more Monopoly money on saying that they were going to try and put those electric charging stations, I don't know, was it 75,000 of them across the country? I don't know. But it's like I don't want that. I do not want that. I mean, I do think like, ooh, it might be fast and fun because I do like to go fast. But at the same point, I like my Hemi. So I'll just say that. You know what? I have to take a break real quick. I need to refill my tea. And I need to close my blind because I'm starting to get a laser beam of sunlight on my face and it keeps getting weirder. So
I saw that before. I thought it was the blessings of the universe, though.
It was Alec Baldwin was aiming for me to be his next pregnancy victim, but I said no. So I will be back in a minute. Hang on, guys, and I will take good care of you.
So let's take a look at Alec. Well, Alycia is, oh wow, she like totally exited. It's just me now. It's just me. So let's take a look at Alec. Let's just get kind of a read on him and see if that was accurate. In fact, now we'll stick with this one. So remember, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Help Alycia get those numbers in there. All 72 wonderful people here. So, yes. So he definitely feels, Mr. Baldwin, definitely feels, like this is validation of his abilities and his masculinity when he gets in there and he has a new bun cooking in the oven. I do think that there is some contributions here from the medical department. I think people help out with that. And I don't I think he's getting into that age group where he's not really able to do this just all at once. And excitable, you have a question there. Okay. Not sure if that's true. All right, so we'll take a look at that too. So, oh, you're back.
I'm quick.
That is super quick. So, do you want to take a look at the comment there from Excitable67?
Oh, yeah, I saw that there was rumblings that he might have to face charges. So let's check it out. Why else would they be leaking that info?
I think he should have another baby.
Why does we could have almost maybe not a leaderboard. What is bingo? I don't know. Where you could
like a betting pool. What do they call that? Like a football.
Yeah, kind of like a football pool, and you could put Elon and Nick Cannon and Alec Baldwin on it. I don't know if there's any other celebs having a shit ton of children, but I think we could do that to see who's on the leaderboard each week. I mean, Nick Cannon seems to have them pretty quick. I think he probably is in the lead, but of course, Alec might be out of the run here. I don't.
Brad Pitt was on there at one point, but I think he stopped. I think he's okay now.
But he some of those were adopted kids, so I don't. We'd have to make the pool is this your own seed you're putting through? I think that has to be an important disclaimer on it.
Well, I think that Harry wants to get in on the game.
Harry. No.
Harry.
I don't even spend time with the kids I've got. What?
Well, I'm so angry.
Genetically pained.
Oh, God, you're so dumb. Oh, did I say that out loud? I did, didn't I? Dumb. So, I think that they've got some facts that are not going to be favorable to Mr. Baldwin for entertainment purposes. It looks like there is some evidence that is leaning toward culpability, and he's upset about it and trying to stop it.
Yeah, I think I don't know who would be prosecuting this. What I would say is whoever is prosecuting this is making damn sure that they have a case that will stick. They want to make sure that they take him to task, hold him to responsibility because there was a life lost and he needs to be held accountable for that. And they damn sure are making sure to put their pieces of the puzzle together so they can ensure victory. And maybe there's a way that he could do a plea deal. I don't know if that's going to be an option for him or a lesser charge or something, because I don't know what does he have on his record, harassing people over parking spots and leaving nasty voicemails to his children. But I think they're almost ready. They're just making sure that all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, because they want this to stick and make an example out of him, because it was serious that, this woman lost her life, and whatever the hell he wants to say about it, it's not gonna make up for it.
His team is trying to stop this. They're trying to stop the information coming out, and they're trying to stop whatever this evidence is. But boy, is he upset. What a mixed bag for him. New baby and not favorable court case. That's
well, he just tried to, I don't know if he actually sold it or he just was listing it on the market, his Hamptons home. That was a couple days ago when the news was coming out about this, and that was $26-something million house. I was thinking
I just want to say those houses in the Hamptons are ridiculous. The pricing on it, it's $100 million. I bought it 3 years ago for $3 million.
Oh,
really? Okay. Yeah, like look at the trajectory on house pricing there. I really think that the celebrities are purposely gouging those houses so that the riffraff like us can't get in there. Because like, what if I stepped in it and I all of a sudden won $5 million? I'd march right in there and buy a $3 million Hamptons house.
Would you? Isn't okay. Now I'm going on based on housewives' knowledge. The Hamptons, though, is kind of like one way in, one way out.
Yes, I would go to Fire Island. Fire
Okay.
Island would be my place that I would go.
And then because there was one of the housewives that I don't know, she couldn't afford to get on the Hamptons, like the cool spot. She had to go and off to the side somewhere else that they were saying was kind of like in the boondocks. I don't know where that was, but I mean, it looks cool. I like it, but I don't want to be, that's my main thing. I don't want to be on a one way in, one way out type place. I need multiple evacuation routes.
Where do the Kennedys have their summer home? Where is that?
I don't know.
It's not in the Hamptons, right? It's my son ran away with my phone.
I was going to say it's on the Cape, but I don't think it's not the Cape. That would be New York. I don't know where the Kennedy compound. Do you mean that one that has like
Hyannisport? Thank you.
There
Sue.
you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sue. So they're not even in the Hamptons. I want to go wherever they have that Vanderbilt mansion. That's where I'm going to go.
Oh, the Marble House or the Breakers?
Maybe the Breakers. I think I like the Breakers. I could go there. I'll just take over that house. No problemo. Can you imagine how many seance rooms I could have? What?
I think it's in the Breakers that there's 2 rooms when you go up the stairs. There's 2 studies that they had for his and her studies, and they're normal sized rooms. They're like the only normal sized rooms in the whole house, and it was so that they could have a feeling of just being a normal person. And they're shockingly small. Like when you're walking through it, like that main hall is seriously ridiculous. So,
well, maybe I don't want that because I'm already a little person, and walking in could compound the problems, optical illusions. Say if I you and Greg came over to my mansion and then Greg and I photo op together, it would be ridiculous in terms of that. Yeah, no. Perhaps I'll have to reconsider.
Yeah, I wanted to do like an Alice in Wonderland thing with Greg for Halloween one year.
Oh.
And he could be like the giant caterpillar, and I would be like a flower or something.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
So where are we going to next?
I'm in Hyannisport right now, so. I don't know what else is what else is new. I can't even look anything up. My son took my phone.
So dear, I'm getting a text message. What? Oh, nothing. It's just a school. Don't care. Yeah. So somebody said they want the Downton Abbey house. I'd like that one too. I'd really like that. I like how they have the little, the bells to ring the servants. I think they also have that. They do have it in the Winchester house. Okay, I'll move to the Winchester house. I could do that. Except it's in the middle of a city.
That was like a huge R of mine. I lived in San Francisco and I lived in Oakland, and I never went to the Winchester house like a big dummy when I was out there.
Sad times.
I know, it was like really dumb. Really, really dumb.
I'd always have wanted to do those midnight flashlight tours that they always held on like Friday the 13th, but it's not like it's around the corner, so there's that problem.
Well, is it in San Francisco proper?
It's in San Jose, but San Jose is a big city too, so it's kind of like everything's built up around it. I'm trying to remember if the last time I was there was like this like vintage, maybe 60s, 70s, like movie theater off to the side. And you have all these like not skyscrapers, but decent height little office buildings surrounding it. So it's a shame they sold the land. But yeah. Welcome, Karen. She's asking, did we look at Tom Brady? What about Tom Brady? I can't figure out what's going on with him. Is it he's not retiring. He's retiring. Giselle's had enough. I don't know.
His marriage is a mess.
Did you look
Let's
at
take a
Tom
look.
Brady?
Let's dive right in.
I'm gonna switch my deck. I've
Me
had enough
too.
of the pointy boobs deck. That's enough for me.
I'm going to Naked Heart.
Naked Heart. Oh, I can't get into that one yet. My brain's not ready.
I'm gonna try. I got some new decks coming.
I have one that's coming in October, but I don't know when. I'm excited for it.
Wait, it's coming in October, but you don't know when? October.
Not an exciting, like an exact date. Sorry, not exciting. Not an exact date. That's where I'm like, I'm hoping. I was told it's coming in October. I ordered it. Like the website didn't tell me it wasn't in stock yet. So it was like sad times. Oh, Robin said he and Giselle are not living together.
Bum, ba-dum, bum.
All right, let's see.
So if I change my rebranding to Sloppy Shuffle, I'm gonna have to like come on like all disheveled all the time. Like
Maybe you don't. Maybe you can just wear some Madonna-esque gloves, you know, that don't have the fingertips, but they're kind of hobo-y with some threads that are kind of dangling. And that could be the Sloppy Shuffle branding is your Madonna gloves.
I'm not doing anything Madonna-like. Did you see her butt hanging out under that bed?
Apparently not. I've missed that.
Oh, yes. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is no bueno. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right? Look at this 2 of Cups, though.
2 of Cups. Oh, how cute. I like they have a necklace hanging between them. Is he a dirty bird? Like, I don't mean like he's eyes wide shut, but is he a dirty bird like he's a cheater?
I'm not getting that, but I'll look into it in a minute.
Because I'm kind of getting he's doing something shady. Maybe it's not cheating. He's doing something shading, but I
got shady too. But I'm getting more of there's like power struggles between the 2 of them. They both want to be the top.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I'm getting some extra fries with that 7 of Swords. I need to know. What's his shady business?
So I've got that there were power struggles that were going on.
Oh.
And they're both pretty hot under the collar. So they're like, yeah, well, fuck you. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, there's a lot of that. I'm cursing a lot tonight.
I like
it. They're not being generous with each other. She's like, well, I'm going to take my shit and go. And he's like, well, I'm going to take my shit and go. And like, I'm a sports guy. Like, yeah, I don't think he's the brightest bulb in the chandelier. But this is a broken home. This is not good. They are putting up a bit of a front so that other people will think that everything's okay. And they want to kind of put it back. They both want to put it back together because they like the lifestyle. And like,
Yeah.
you can't, like if you split it in half, you're not going to have that lifestyle. But I think ultimately they're going to wind up separated. I think it's going to be an ugly divorce.
Yeah. So I'm going to pay my sneaky snacker tax. I got my clarification I needed. So here's what the deal. Homeboy, his secret is, I don't know if he told her for sure he's retiring or whatever, but he wants to go back on it. And I don't know if he said he was going to retire and he never really meant it, because it kind of feels like he can't get away. He's looking to make new make coin, not new coin, continue making coin. It's like, this is what he's meant to do. There's a certain level of addiction to it. I think he likes the structure of the working out, the going on the trips. There's something in it that he really likes. And he knew he's going to get in trouble if he said he wanted to stay in. But he's also telling her, well, you grew accustomed to the lifestyle you're living, and money don't grow on trees once I retire. So I'm going to keep working and doing what I'm going to do. So it is a lot of the fuck you, fuck me, or maybe not fuck me, fuck you, fuck you. He wants to call the shots. She doesn't like it. She wants to call the shots. He doesn't like it. It's back and forth. They are sitting here waiting to figure out what they're going to do with the relationship, because there's a lot of money and there's children here that need to be thought of. So the marriage is on the line. That's what I got, allegedly.
Yeah. Planning behind the scenes, keeping a lot of secrets from each other, but they're actually not covering their tracks very well. So I think it's him that's not covering his tracks very well. And I'm moving on down the line. I'm going to go get better things. I'm sick of your shit.
Oh, Robin was saying Giselle has the higher net worth.
Yeah, I thought so too.
What does she do? She's a model, right?
She's a model.
But I mean, like, she's not like a Kendall Jenner model. She was like a real model, right?
Yeah. She's a supermodel.
But what else does she do? Like, she has like another career now, or is she still modeling? I don't know.
I don't know. She's Tom Brady's wife. She's apparently a prize fighter, though. So
I was gonna say, she put that on her LinkedIn. I model and Tom Brady's wife.
she's getting her ducks in a row. So I've got swords galores, and this 4 of Pentacles squirreling things away. You got to get into this deck. This deck is.
I have it.
Yeah,
I just
cool.
It confuses me. There's a lot of things about it that confuse me with the animals and the the court cards. I have also her little oracle deck.
Wow.
I love the little oracle deck, the illustrations of that too. I just haven't connected to it, so I'm saving it for a time when I connect to it.
This was the one that I was using for Johnny Depp. I think this is my bad romance deck. I think it's not the Johnny Depp deck. It's the bad romance.
I want to look and see, what does Giselle think now about Bridget Moynihan?
Yeah. You know what? Like, hey, you grow the crops in the soil you create with your own shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cursing. That's cursing.
I'm a bad influence on you.
No, not at all. I think it's the McDonald's.
The McDonald's made you curse?
I
or
think
the McDonald's cursed you? All right, let me see what she's thinking about poor old Bridget.
That was such a shady, bad thing, though, right?
Oh, God. It's a fucking karma came back to bite you in the ass. Karma swift. When karma comes, karma swift. Now this I don't know. Is this kind of feeling like a Katie Holmes reaching out to Nicole Kidman type thing to me? Did Bridget get taken care of, or did Bridget negotiate some type of deal with Tom Brady that was like fantabulous?
I don't think so.
Well, then maybe she's looking to improve upon what Bridget didn't get. Because
I'm getting cooperation too, but I don't know if Bridget like cut a sweet deal. But I'm getting that there's cooperation, but I don't think Bridget is game for it. I think she's like, yeah, ha ha. She's pulling a
sand. Yeah, this just feels like karma's swift, karma's a bitch. Karma came and bit you in the ass. And I think she might be looking or something here. Yeah, she might be wanting to talk to Bridget, and Bridget's like, I don't need to talk to you. We don't need to communicate. Thank you very much. Yeah. So Oh well, sucks to be you.
So it's not looking good.
No.
So he's going to be breaking more iPads and Samsung tablets. He broke 2 the other day at a game.
How does that happen? Like he gets mad and he's like crushing them, trying to.
Or not tablets. They were Surfaces. So I actually we have a friend who coaches college ball, and I asked him about that. I'm like, what do you think of that? And he goes, I think he can afford new ones. And I was like, yeah, but still, it's like a whole like Andre Agassi throwing a temper tantrum.
It's yeah. I mean, of course he could afford new ones, but if he's going to be going through a divorce soon, perhaps he shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. He might not be able to afford as many as he thinks.
It's a bad look.
That was just like when I saw what's his name got married again, Jim Edmonds. And I was like, why did you get married again? 4th time is the charm. Why?
Who is Jim Edmonds?
Jim Edmonds used to be a baseball player. Only reason I know him is he was on Housewives Orange County. He was married to Megan King. I guess she was Edwards at the time. She divorced him. Then she married Joe Biden's nephew, Cuff. And they got their marriage annulled, which is something I've always wondered about.
Yeah, that was weird. Did we do a reading on that?
I don't remember.
I think we did. And it was like, yeah, it was kind of, she was sold a bill of sale that wasn't correct.
Oh, maybe that's it. It was weird because she talked about in this article, she had said, oh, the Bidens are wonderful people. They're so down to earth. And I'm like, keep them away from your kid. And then she said, oh, he gave me a crystal bowl that had the presidential seal on it. And Kamala wrote me a note. And then I started thinking about Meghan Markle's calligraphy. And I was like, I wonder what that's about.
Ooh.
Anyhow.
Can we do a what if reading?
All right, what are we going to do what if on?
What if Meghan Markle hooked up with Hunter?
Oh my gosh, okay.
Hands up who wants to see that. I want to see it.
Oh my gosh, that could be like, wow. All right, yeah, let's see.
And we could also do what if Meghan Markle hooked up with Gruesome Newsom.
I think she would like that.
Do you want to do Gruesome Newsom and I'll do Hunter? See if we can make a love match?
Yes, let's do that. I'll do Newsom. Blech. I did not mean it in the way it came out of my mouth. That's just no. He has too much hair gel. He's probably done nasty things on a bearskin rug with Kimberly Newsom or Guilfoyle or whatever she's going by. Ugh. I'm already getting heebie-jeebies.
Me too. This is gross. Oh. Oh.
I can't tell anything. Your light's washing out your animals. It's so bright. Can you turn your light down, your overhead light, or no?
I do not have an overhead light. All I have all I have are ring lights on.
Ow.
Ow.
Well, yeah.
This is a good what if. All right, what you got?
Okay. So they would know right off the bat. It would be like, oh my God, I love you. I love you too. We're both like really attractive. I know, right? And then immediately, like in the first week, they have their big ass blow up and they start fighting. And then it's like, because they're from California and you know how they've trained us to be like really docile people. Okay, let's work on it. Do you want to go to, that rehab in Malibu where we can really get in touch with our souls? Yes, babe, I do. you. I want to save this relationship. And we try and we try and we try, but it's trying to revive a dead corpse. There's nothing to revive this connection they thought they had, this initial spark. And so he comes back and he's like, listen, doll baby, it's just not going to work out for us. And so what are our options here? I don't want it to end on bad terms. I don't, doll baby. And she's like, you know what would make me happy? Give me a government position. There you go.
So I got initially, ew, like he's so beneath me. He's just, no, he's like no good. And then, bam! Oh my God. I love him and everything that he could do for me. We're going to be the happiest people together ever. And
Wait
then,
a minute. This is about Hunter?
yeah. Party time, then it's party time, and we're gonna slap things around and party until we can't party anymore. So there's going to be a time of celebration, which will require some close balancing acts, making sure they're not doing too much of a good thing. They would differ on their endeavors, on their industrial, charity kind of things. She's going to want the fame and the projection and the PR, and he's just going to want the money behind the scenes, really quiet. Ultimately, this is not working. We're not good for each other. We're not serving our higher purposes. From the outside, this is a PR boon for her. This would be this is the universe.
Oh, okay.
This would be an awesome kind of look at us now, and we're partnered and things are great. But all of their secrets would come out. All of her secrets would come out. All the party secrets would come out because he can't keep his trap shut. He just can't be quiet. And then it would go completely south, and it would be a violent, horrible breakup. Just like he was saying, have I ever hurt you? Did I ever touch you without your permission? Have I ever done anything to hurt you? No. I am the most respectful person that you've ever met. But
I'm thinking, maybe we'll start a fund and then we can start sending them flowers to each other. Like,
that's our sneaky snacker fund.
Yeah. I mean, I thought, let's donate to a worthwhile charity. But I mean, if we could try to hook those two crazy kids up, I'm willing to do it so I can watch that show. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. I think we just start that rumor on our own, right?
Oh, we might as well. Everybody else starts their own.
Harry wouldn't like the misinformation.
No, so, I'm the only one allowed to spread that.
Speaking of misinformation, so the Royal Grift on her channel has been doing a whole series on Crazy Days and Nights blind items. And she had one about a celebrity that hooked up with a certain prince that may have ginger hair.
Oh.
And that they had a grand old time together. And then she came back to town and was like, hey, you want to hang out? You want to have a good time? And he made plans and then blew her off and devastated her. And she wouldn't even leave the hotel room for 2 weeks.
I want to say, night, Gilded Girl. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh, good night, Gilded Girl.
So you're saying this was an actress that hooked up with him?
Allegedly Britney Spears.
Recently?
No, this was a while ago.
Oh.
But it banged her up. He probably contributed to her mental instability. Maybe he could get her a gift certificate for Better Up.
Oh my God. I can't imagine that he would. Gosh, well, I guess stupid, what's his name? Timberlake. He's kind of on the same ugly scale as Harry. Okay.
Is he? Do you want to read on that? Do you want to see if that's true?
All right, let's see if Harry and Brittany hooked it up.
I'll go back to my other cards. So they're not washed out.
They're washed out, mate. Can't see shit, even with my readers on.
I don't want them to be washed out.
Oh, did you watch Blonde yet?
Oh, I did not. Did you?
I did.
Was it great?
I liked it. I didn't read the book, but I liked it, and I liked the artistic take on it. I thought it was good. I didn't have a problem with the lady who was playing Marilyn. I enjoyed it. I mean, I liked it. I know that there's fictional parts in it, so I'm aware of that. But I know there was a whole bunch of TikTokers having a shit fit over it. But at the same point,
there was a lot of opinions about it.
yeah. But then I was like, "Shut up, TikToker! I don't care what you have to say. Let me form my own opinion on it."
I think I may watch it tonight. I have so many things I want to watch. You know, if you haven't read Blackwater by oh God, what's her name? The woman who wrote Blonde, Joyce Carol Oates. Blackwater is about the Chappaquiddick incident, and it's unbelievably good. And it's a quick read. It's a real quick read, but it's so good.
Wait, now is that supposed to be fictionalized as well, or no?
It's fictionalized, yeah.
Okay.
And it's like there's perspective from Mary Jo Capet, like the scenes when she's in the car. They're heavy. They're heavy, but it's really it's I think probably her best work.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, what do you got?
I don't think they were bumping uglies. I think there was maybe like attempts to. I mean, not attempts to, and we failed to meet the runway. I don't mean like that. I think there was. Dang it! I don't know how to land this thing. I'm not getting that. It's more like I think parties and other parties were expressing interest for communications. There was like talks stuff. I don't know if there was also crazy recognizing crazy in the other, feeling like that might be a level of coming together on stuff. But I don't think that it ever happened, that they never got an opportunity to land the plane on the runway.
I think that she had, you know, there was interest, but it was like almost like it was just a lot of talking and flirting on the phone. But he stood her up. I think that's where this Crazy Days and Nights Blind is coming from. I think he said he was coming, and then he stood her up, and that's what heartbroke her. I think she really was like, I'm gonna bang a prince. I'm gonna bang a prince.
Bang me, baby, one more time.
Yeah, I think he was like, oh, I've got so many options, you know. Don't know, you know, to be a great notch in my belt, but you know, I've got all these women who want to hold my rod, hold my John Thomas. I don't know if I should get involved in something that's so public. So I'm not going to do. Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. And even though it would be a humdinger, a hole in one, I'm not.
Do you roast chicken, Brittany?
Oh, do you like chicken? Yeah, I think she really wanted to like hang out and hook up with him, and she waited and waited and waited, and he never showed up. This was like it's 3 a.m. How come he never showed?
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
She should count herself lucky that she didn't have to take a dance with the ginger's rod.
Well, they have no mental health services in the royal family, so you know, she would have been in trouble there.
You know, he's been dealing with his genetic pain for a long time.
Every time, you know, I just commented on another YouTuber's thing. I really do think, remember when he said that the First Amendment was bonkers? I think he meant the second. I don't think he knows what our amendments are. And I think that was a line that was fed to him, and I think the genetic pain was supposed to be generational pain. And like the reality is that Harry just can't learn his lines. He just
Oh, interesting. Because I just thought he's just dumb and just.
no, I think he just doesn't know his lines. He's screwing him up.
All right, let's look. Anytime that he's had some major fumble, like it's bonkers or it's genetic pain, is that because he's an idiot or is it because he didn't memorize his lines?
I'm just looking for a fool card right now.
Yeah. Oh, the
Words
actors.
are so hard. There's so many words.
They didn't train me for this back at the firm. They just said, keep to the chit chat, the small. Oh, hi, what do you do?
Oh, lovely, lovely. Cheers, thanks a lot. Cheers, thanks a lot.
Thanks for coming out. I didn't have to learn too much. You can just get away with a few lines. Damn it. I can't hold all this in my brain. There's limited space on my hard drive.
So, yeah, I think that they don't teach him lines. They teach him talk pads. So, like, I work in sales during the day. And not that you can't tell, but we don't do scripts, but we do talk paths. So basically what it is you get a scenario and some anecdotes that you can tell that bolster the thing you're selling or the idea that you're trying to nudge toward your client, the conclusion you're trying to nudge your client toward or prospect toward. So I think they give him like, no, you have to talk about the Second Amendment being really bonkers and like you don't understand, and like the whole idea is because you live in England and that's where you were raised and you don't have anything like that there, and it's totally bonkers. Like you're like a stranger in a strange land in America because you don't understand why they have all these everywhere. Everyone's it's like Annie Oakley, Wyatt Earp. So
It's bonkers, mate.
it's bonkers. So I think they gave him that line, that talk path, like in general, like now you live in America, this is a talk path you need to deal with. And when they were talking about the freedom of speech, he got it mixed up and was like, oh, it's bonkers. Not like, well, free speech should be, tempered and modified. But he was like, oh, it's bonkers. You should get rid of it. Just get rid of it. No one talks. Shh.
I'm starting to think maybe he's like Corn Pop. You know how Corn Pop, after he did his Red speech and we read on him and we're like, what is Jill thinking? And she just pats his back like, good job, honey. Good job. It has to be the same thing. I'm thinking they're standing over there like, holy hell, what did this idiot just say? And it's like, okay, well, just give him a cookie and pat him on the back. We don't want to, get him like riled up.
So now here's the worst part is that they tell him, oh, geez, Harry, like this was a misjudgment on your part. Like this was you shouldn't have said that. Like next time we want you to do this. He's like, oh, I'm not going to be bothered. It's not bothering me. We'll just next time we'll just say something, that's in relation to that. And he's not cooperating with anyone else. And he's talking himself into a big, fat, stupid circle that he can't get out of. So I think he's just like, he just doubles down on it because he's trying to be smart. So I think the first part of it is that he fumbles the line. And then I think the second part, act two, he just makes it worse. So I think we got a little of both.
Oh God. I'm curious.
So is he.
I'm curious. I would like to have a conversation where I want to know what he thinks about his intelligence and what Megan thinks about his intelligence.
Let's go. Who am I?
You're going to be Harry, of course.
Oh, right.
How could you forget?
All right, honey, we're going to channel. So be quiet for a minute.
I have a quick question. Are we still getting those, what's it? You don't order them?
Please like, share, and subscribe because my son wants Air Jordans.
Hey!
Are those still a thing?
They are.
They're like new. Like, they're like modern ones.
As opposed to the
What
Stone Age
is
ones we
Mom's?
knew.
Listening to and whittling on the porch of the rocking chair.
My Air Jordans were whittled from a tree. You had to make sure to keep them suckers out of water. They would just wither right off.
Oh my god.
Do they make them with rubber soles now? Ours were more like clogs. You could slide around, hurt your hip real bad.
They're like the what do you call it? The floating shoes in Back to the Future. Or no, they were blow-up shoes. They like conformed to your feet. Oh god. It's a skateboard that floated. So all right, you ready? You ready? We're gonna have a conversation. I am tuned into Harry.
All right. Yep. Harry, I don't know if we need to have a talk, but I'm thinking we need to have a talk. I don't know. I'm going to look into it, darling. I'm going to look into it, but can we just maybe check your brains and do a test on your IQ? I'm just really curious. It could be a fun adventure.
No, don't want to do that. It sounds no fun. Doesn't sound fun at all.
Well, I'm sure they must have tested you when you went to school and being a part of the firm. You're such an important man. And I'm sure they did like a placement test because they wanted to see how far in life you could go. Surely you've had a test like this before.
Oh, right. I had a test and it showed that I wasn't very clever. So those were the results, but I got results. Got some results.
Now you're telling me this shit? Now you're telling me this shit that you did have results about how smart you were? You should have told me this long ago. No wonder. I've been trying to tap into your brain forever and you're just not responding. This is why. Why couldn't you have told me?
Well, because I'm stupid. But I didn't know it. I didn't know how stupid I was compared to your brilliance. But it's not fair. Oh, I sound like my dog. Really, I gotta get deeper with him. It's really not fair that people know that I'm stupid. I want to keep it quiet. So didn't know till I was with your brilliance, Megan, darling, my darling wife, Megan.
I am so glad that you have admitted to your stupidity. This makes it all much better. I thought for sure you weren't going to take accountability because I'm about accountability, authenticity, being true to who you are. And I'm so glad you've admitted it. And it makes up so much more sense in my brain. I mean, when I think about all the troubles you've been with the drink and all the other stuff, it makes so much sense of why you didn't have a lot to work with to begin with and why you have even less now.
Well, glad that's out of the way. We're like salt and pepper, smart and stupid. We always go together. Yin and yang. So, it's out in the open now, so we're all right. Yes?
Yes, everything is kumbaya, Harry, because
Wow.
you are just going to follow me into the sunset. I'm going to ride the horse and I'm going to drive the horse. Is that what they call it, Harry? I don't know. I haven't done a film with horses yet, but it'll be like, I don't know, Far and Away. And I'm going to be Nicole Kidman and you're going to be Tom Cruise. And we're going to just ride off. You're really good with horses, Harry, remember? And we're going to ride off into the sunset and live our happiest life ever, as long as you let me direct the whole trip there.
Hey, maybe Alec Baldwin could direct your next movie with the horses. Maybe he's on maternity leave right now, but maybe he could do that. So, yeah, Megan. I think you make the most remarkable decisions, and I could learn so much from you. I've already learned so much from you, and I think that you should be the mouthpiece of my generation. I think that's a good move.
I'm happy to use my mouth wherever asked to do so. And I'm happy to make that offer to the world. It feels like the right thing to do. I truly am so glad you're supportive of that, Harry.
Well, I can't do a damn thing. I'm not good at anything. So maybe I'll be good at just sitting on my laurels playing video games. Can I play video games? I'll watch the kids. How about that? And the chickens.
You know what, Harry? You just let me be the star of the show. I'm going to balance it all out for you because I think that you probably need to watch the kids. You guys are all at the same level right now. You could really do some deep bonding, and I'm going to take care of the rest and figuring out all the strategy that we need to be a success.
Oh, thank God, because I can't think anymore. I got nothing left. I've got nothing left. The brain is empty. I'm out of gas. Petrol. I'm out of petrol up here. So God bless you, Megan.
What do you mean you're out of gas, you silly bastard? You can't be out of gas. I have things I need you to do. We have lawsuits to put out into the public. We have to get our protection. You can't just lie down and die on me. You have to help. Sue, sue, sue.
Well, you're right. I mean, it's not party time, so, we've got to shake things up. Definitely need to shake things up. So, what say you? What do you think we should do?
All right. Listen to me. Again, I'm going to bring my creative mind to this. You know how I can bring a team together to make anything happen. One tier left I go. You know how I can do it, whatever we're calling you now. I can do it. But here's the first thing. We need to weigh our options. What is the most important thing that we need to focus on right now? What do you think that is?
Well, I'd like to get a piece, so we'll have a shag. It's real quick. We'll have a shag. Think on it. What do you say?
I don't ever want to touch your crazy ginger balls ever again. Keep them away from me. No more. All of that stuff down there is a hot mess. And I've seen hot messes in the crotch before, but I don't want to see yours anymore. Choose something else.
So we'll do something mysterious. We'll do something unexpected. We'll do nothing. We'll just lay low and keep them guessing. They won't know what we're doing.
I need you to step up and be a man. That's not going to work. You have to go and talk to your dad right now. You got to go talk to him. You know what? I thought you were going to give me some type of actionable ideas. Here I am. I have to tell you what the next logical step is. Talk to daddy.
Well, I said, let's go to bed. And then I said, do nothing. Those are both things. We were doing things. You don't like my choices. Told you it wasn't smart. I don't know what to do. If I did, I would do it, but don't know what to do. We're in this perilous position, and I can't think my way out of a paper bag. So you think of something. You're the thinker.
All right, I've got it. Here's what we're going to do. You tell me what you think of this, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to do one of those ghost written, kind of like, imagine if Dominic Dunn was still here. Never mind, you don't know who that is. But we're going to do a whole Vanity Fair expose, kind of like what your mom did with Andrew Morton, but we're going to do it like that. We're going to let all the secrets out, and it won't be a part of your book deal, so you can't use the same secrets there, but we need to get money quick, and we are going to break their hearts. We're going to spill all their secrets, just like sometimes that William likes to wear a merkin on his head when he's alone with Kate. We're going to do it all, baby. Do you think it's a good idea?
Well, I'll say let's do it. It's not a bad idea, but wonder how it's going to be responded to. It's just the two of us, and it's a whole bunch of them. So and we don't have PR anymore. So yeah, if you think that's a good idea, let's do it. Let's talk. Let's tell people all truth.
Oh, Harry, sometimes you're brilliant, and I'm going to tell you this, Harry. When we do this, darling, and we do need to think about our little children we have, our two little angels we have. And you're going to be drowning in the ocean, because eventually I'm going to throw you under the bus when this all comes tumbling down. And I'm going to say that it's your fault. I'm going to say that you were in a bad place. Your genetic pain got out of control. There was not enough brass bracelets to recenter your energy, and or copper bracelets either. No, the metals were in low supply, so we couldn't get your chakras back in order, and this is what caused you to lash out. But I will be blaming it on you and leaving you to save yourself in the ocean. So I want to do it. I think it's a brilliant idea.
Well, sure, we're miserable anyways. Can't get much worse. So
You're right. We're fucking broke. We're down and out in Beverly Hills. And whatever we can do, if we can just get a one quick paycheck, because, I really don't want to be the spokesperson for that tax company that, like, how they offered that to us. I don't want to do that. And I'm not quite ready to do the infomercial or QVC route. So we need to scrape some cash real quick. So let's just do it. Let's whip it out. Not that, Harry. Put it away.
But I want to get you pregnant again. Even though that's a disaster. Maybe we should get pregnant again. We've got the bump, just have to use it. So but no one likes that idea. No one likes our children. Put them back in the closet.
I can see that you're really trying to think here. I like it. I like you kind of turned your brain on a little bit. There's maybe one or two synapses snapping. I'm all for it, baby. I like it. I wonder how we can make that happen on a regular basis. Either way, I appreciate the offer you're making to me, but I don't want, your Franks and beans anywhere near the areas. So I think you need to keep that stuff away from me, please.
Well, I know sometimes in married life, there's feast and famine, and I guess we're just in a famine cycle for now. So be it. So be it.
One day we're going to come out of this strong and successful, and by God, people are going to like us one of these days. I'm telling you, I can feel it deep in my bones. As God is my witness, we will never be poor again.
Last card from the center of the deck. Or no. Yes or no? Should we keep going?
Yeah, do the last card.
Are we done? Can I go play video games now? Go off by myself so I can think a bit.
You can go off for a little bit, my little dimwit, but not for long because I have major plans for you and we have to get to work.
Oh, I hope that's her pet name for him. My little dimwit. That's a good one. That's good.
Yes. I mean, the conversations that they just kind of go in weird circles. It's like they kind of try to make a straight line, but it's kind of like going this way and then that way and then this way and that.
Harry's got nothing. He has no ideas to contribute whatsoever.
No, apparently not. Which makes me wonder, did he, they were trying to say that he was the idea behind Mexit, right? Like he was like, yeah, I wanted to leave before she showed up. And I'm like thinking, really? Really? Did he even like think that far ahead?
So completely editorially, I do think that he wanted to leave, but I think that his idea of leaving the royal family was leaving and going on vacation and always being on vacation. Like, I think he thought it was going to be like, I'm in the Maldives and I'm hanging out, or I'm visiting California and I'm hanging out. I don't think he understood that, to sustain a lifestyle like that really does require a machinery of income coming in. I just don't think he has any concept of that. I mean, I once upon a time, I dated a guy who, I was young, but came from a very wealthy family. And the guy did not get a job until he was in his late 40s and he was working for his father-in-law. And I think that was like a gifted job so he had some kind of income. But literally the guy never worked, just never worked. It's a great situation if you can sustain it.
I don't even know if I would want that. I could not work. That's,
Well, he worked at other things. He was constantly pursuing things.
You mean women?
No. So, women and substances. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, that's a full-time job too. Yeah,
that was a full-time job for him. It was really.
Yeah, sad. I don't know that. Gosh, you'd think that job would get tiring after a while.
One would think.
Yeah.
But I think he really did think like, I'm gonna leave and all this is going to get paid for. I think he really thought that was going to happen. I don't think that he ever thought she was going to create the storm that she did of information. And, like when you're in like a jacked up relationship, I was in a couple of jacked up relationships and you don't realize where it's going until you're in pretty deep. And then you're trying to like figure out how to back your way out of it. And I think that was something that happened to him. I think like he was all emotional and she was like, oh, well, they said mean things to me and this happened and that happened. And he was like, what the hell? Like, I said mean things to my wife. And I think it just really snowballed for him, which is really unfortunate and sad. That's really very sad that like he was just, that the thing when you're with a narcissist, when you're in a crappy relationship like that, it really is like being a tea bag in hot water. And the tea bag is the narcissist. And so you're the hot water and you eventually become tea and you eventually like can't tell the difference. Like you don't remember what it's like to be just clean hot water anymore. You're sloppy shuffling all over the place. So I really do think that was what happened to him, and I don't even think he realizes it yet. I don't think the light has come on because he doesn't get to come up for air because she's constantly hanging on to him. So
yeah, I mean, I think something must have happened though while they were over there. That I think they were given. Because that's the only articles I've really seen this week, and I would say that it's been thinned out. So they're not getting their normal PR out there, because it's not a daily deluge. Which to me, it's like thank God. But lots of talk there about editing the content for Netflix, editing the content for the book. And to me, that means, why would you edit your content? Like, what you say doesn't hold weight? Is that, you don't stand by what you're saying, obviously, because there's something else to get, which, if that's the case, I would hope that would open some people's eyes that are fans of theirs. Like, hey, here's your princess and prince, or whatever they call them. And they're going to modify what they put out there, that content. Why are they doing that? Because they want to get back on the royal family's teat. So what does that tell you? That's bullshit.
Yeah, and I think I think they do need to get back there, because I think they are broke. There's no way that house is way too expensive. With the economy tanking, I can't even imagine how much that house is costing them per second.
No. And the fact that was like, I think that was a piece in that Cut article where it was like, oh yeah, Harry's working on the plumbing around the house. Like, what? That's the last thing he should be working on. Yeah, okay, that's no. And so then it makes you wonder, well, why would he be working on the plumbing? Because they can't afford a plumber who knows what they're actually doing? Just saying.
So I don't think he meant that he personally was working on the pipes. I think he was complaining because they're now having to pay someone.
Oh, here I thought it was like, let's send Harry to go work on pipes. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but none of that makes sense. Like, why would they be repairing pipes in that house? The house is not that old. It just
because
doesn't.
It's in the Indian burial ground.
And it's on an Indian burial ground.
The spirits are cursing them.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. But I think they really did expect to. I think the pandemic got in their way, and I think and maybe this will be like a what if reading for me next week. Like, what if the pandemic didn't happen? Like, what would have happened to Harry and Meghan? Like, would they have had a better PR experience here in the United States? Like, would their because let's face it, they weren't staying in Canada. Canada was a way station. Canada was just, we're hanging out there for a little bit, and then we're going to skip over to Los Angeles. Maybe it was like an immigration thing for Harry, but
you know what? With your what if reading, you know what the other interesting, I was thinking about the what if. I don't know where that came out. Maybe that was Valentine Lowe's serialization of his book or whatnot, where it was the thing where, what if Harry didn't come out to the press and say that Meghan was his girlfriend? Because she was pushing for that, right? What if he didn't come out and tell the world? Like, I want to know from that reading, it would be interesting to see how desperate was she? Like, what power and pull did she have at that point? Because that's fairly early on. So that would be, I don't know. It'd be interesting to me, because that would have been probably his opportunity to stand up and fight for his man card.
I'm putting these on my list.
Yes, please do. You're right, yeah. Maria Teresa Hughes.
I'll definitely do a pre-recorded what if, maybe. Maybe I'll do that. Usually do them live. Oh. But yeah, I can't even imagine, like, they have no income. Like book advances are not actually really advances. So how it works is they give you a portion of the deal, and then when the sales come back, then they give you more of the deal. So I just think that they're, who asked up there, I think it was Marie Teresa. She said, how skint are they? And I think they're pretty skint. I think, by the spring, I think we're going to start hearing that they're having trouble paying, like electric bills and mortgages and things like that. I think that, that we've already got the PR firm is gone. They can't pay for the PR firm. So that's they paid off a big punction of that. Oh, CF wants us to deal the cards. We're wrapping it up, CF. Sorry, but after 2 hours, Alycia and I get pretty fuzzy, and we got to
Yeah.
back off. So we're just filling in the gap for now, CF. But you can watch our videos all week, and
Yeah,
you can
you
also
can
join
watch the
the Moon Moth
replay.
Manor.
Yeah, join the Moon Moth Manor, or you can rewind this and watch it and get back into the cards. Someone said they need $10 million a year just for the basics.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No.
I can't even imagine wanting to live a life that is that expensive. I don't
Oh,
know.
I can imagine that life.
Gosh, I can't. I don't. That's too much like responsibility. That's too much entanglement for me. I don't want that. I'm like, no. I want to live like a pioneer little house on the prairie bullshit with some upgraded technology to do my videos and a fancy seance room. Beyond that, I don't want any extra shit.
Would you have like a barrel that you took a bath in, like the old cowboys?
No, okay, no, I'm not gonna go that full on Little House on the Prairie. I'm gonna have like a modern house, so I have a tub and I have a working toilet. I'm not gonna go shit in an outhouse with a corn cob. I'm not doing that. Or with a Sears catalog. I'm not no. So I have a modern house, but it doesn't need to be fancy pants. I don't need it to be like 20-foot ceilings and rooms that are like, I don't know, 50 by 50. I don't need that. That's a little much.
I was kind of hoping you'd have a porch for me to do some whittling on.
So you could whittle your Air Jordans there? We can get a porch.
While I'm listening to the radio. Find out what all those folks in the city are doing.
Yes. Well, maybe we'll also get you a CB radio if you're good.
My handle would be like Fuzzy Bunny 445 or something.
You would be like probably like the hottest thing on the CB radio frequency. I used to do that with my friend when we were like in 8th grade. We used to do a lot of horrible things, but that was one of the things we used to do is talk on the CB to the truckers. And then they started figuring out, they're like, listen to these little chicks. They're not women looking actually to hook up with us. They caught on.
Oh my God, that's what you were doing? You were trying to hook up with truckers? Like fake hookup?
Yeah, we're
You're
like
catfishing truckers?
Yeah, we're like, oh, whatever their names were or whatever, we're like, you sound cute. Where are you driving right now? And then they'd be like, listen here, baby. Da, 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 da. So yeah. Yeah, that's what we're doing on pre-internet on a CB radio.
So here, Teresa Wright said they aren't broke, but they are greedy. And Marie Teresa said he had 37 million. Now, I heard that number has changed a few times. I heard it was a bunch of different numbers. But I think he had all of that in liquid cash. I think that was all available to him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Now, if the house was what, 14 million, I think, like that's already a big chunk out of there. So I believe the 37 million pounds translates to like 30 million American dollars. So if he spent 14 on a house, that's half of it. All of us know, those of us that are mindful about our economy, our household economy, that's a bad idea to throw all that money in. So I don't know if his advisor said mortgage a lot of it and then invest.
He even bought it, right? We don't know for a fact. I think that says like, well, who even knows if those documents are real? But I don't know that he bought it unless it was like, through a shell corporation. Who knows what that was about? So we don't even know the figures. And I'd have to assume they have a mortgage. It would be stupid to put like all your cash down and buy that property. It's like it was already inflated at the time. I mean, I know they're stupid, but
if they invested the rest of that money, her people don't seem like they're that great at what they do. They probably used her people here and didn't use anyone from the royal family. So the stock market's been.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're making good moves. They don't have a safe full of crowns and gold and silver. Like my silver, I bought some silver from Bullion Max.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably like that's what I'm thinking. The only reason that they're trying to go and change all of their content is because they're on the skids, and Daddy Warbucks said if you want to get back on the payroll, you got to end this shit now. So guess we'll see. I would be so thankful if they ended this shit so I didn't have Markle stories every day on my news feed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So Marie Teresa said they put $7 million down and then they mortgaged the rest of it. So that basically means that they've been putting money out of the principal that he has. Like, let's say his inheritance is his principal. So he has just been spending out of that liquid cash for a bazillion pieces of clothing, PR company, trips abroad, private planes, paying all these organizations to let them show up.
oh, and get the awards, paying for the awards.
Paying for the award to make her look good, paying for Brazilian straightening on hair.
Well, it's interesting that Marnie said, adios, Marisol. Marnie said Realty Trust bought it $5 million down. So either 5 or 7. And I agree. I think it was through a shell company. I mean, allegedly for entertainment purposes. But yeah, here's the other thing. They live in this stupid state, right? The cost of energy is ridiculous. I can't even imagine if my bill is, last month was, $900 or whatever. I don't live in a mansion. So if my bill is 900, God only knows what it is over there. And I'm sure it's like an open floor plan, not like they can close off all the rooms and just put air in a couple rooms. I mean, maybe it has zoned air. I don't know, but it's still not going to be cheap. And to run the lights, if there's a pool, I think there's a pool, you got to keep that pool running. That's a ridiculous just on the electric bill. I can't even imagine, got to have the gardeners come and mow it. It's not like Harry's going to go out and mow it. Water, how much it costs to water all of those lawns. Water has gone up ridiculous as well here. Yeah. So
California, you turn those sprinklers off, it just turns back into a desert. So
yeah, it turns into like just a dirt lawn. So no, that's the thing. Even so, like Teresa's saying, even if they insist on freebies for everything they do, the freebies are going to be what? Free clothes, free whatever shit to bedazzle their body with, but it's not going to pay like those bills they have to pay. And going out to eat, I don't know. Maybe they get meals comped at a restaurant. Do they? I don't know. Maybe.
Would you want them there?
At my restaurant? No, because they make everybody like look away from them like they're Medusa or some shit or get out. No, thank you.
Don't take any pictures of me.
I'm camera shy. Make sure you get my right angle.
Don't look at me.
Oh, God. All right. Well, next week we're on your channel.
Yes,
right?
we are.
All right. So everybody make sure you subscribe to Anna's channel so you can go over there. Be prepared for our reading next Friday. You can book a reading with Anna. She does all these fabulous readings. They're amazing. I've had reading from Anna. It was spectacular. So go book a reading with Anna. Go subscribe to her channel for sure. Make sure you ding her bell. She wants you to ding her bell. So go ahead and ding it. So you get notifications because I think lately the Tube of the U's been like weird again on the notifications. So there's that.
Yeah. Trevor Colt was having some issues on his channel. He was migrating over to Rumble. Which I have a Rumble account. I haven't posted anything, but I think I'm going to start posting things on there. So, Trevor was like demonetized and he was having people unsubscribed. So, there's some weird things afoot.
Yeah, that's I saw his thing where he got demonetized. He went to Rumble. And so you can also, like I do this now, I have a Rumble account and my videos that I post on the Tube of the U go automatically over to Rumble right now. So you guys, maybe you want to do that and then subscribe to us over there in case something happens. It's just a whole thing of just, getting people over there because right now this is the Titan right here. Carla ordered my cards. I hope you enjoyed them, Carla. I'm glad they got to you. I think, did they get to you safe? I'm not sure. I'd have to check the tracking number. I hope they got to you safe. But yeah, so that's the other thing. We're getting into like shaky times here. Like, that's the other thing to think about, with that thing we talked about in the water, that thing,
Wait a minute. Alycia,
What?
remember all those readings that we kept getting? The water.
That's it. Watch the water and the water supply. That's the water. Interesting. But the other thing I was going to say was fiber optic cables, communication, internet, interwebs, that kind of shit. Those cables are also running under the ocean. So those could also be hit. So we might have some problems finding each other on the interwebs.
See, that's why
if you
you
can
and
remote
I,
view us.
we need those pyramids. Remember I was telling you we need the pyramids in the yard, and we'll be like clang, clang, talking to each other. Yeah, I think CF. Amen. If you scroll back on the video, if you watch the replay, you'll see Alycia and I talking about it. So we do a conversation with Harry and Meghan. I'm sure you will find it quite enjoyable. Most people do.
Yeah, all of his ding dongness. Good Lord.
I think that's our fans' favorite thing is when we do the conversations, I think.
Yeah. That'll be the thing. I we'll have to see, because at some point Harry and Meghan will be irrelevant. They'll be like, I'm pretty sure they will be. At least I'm hoping. I'm praying. Anyway, but we'll have to find some other people to do conversations with. I mean,
J-Lo and Ben.
oh my gosh, I think he's dumb too. That might be fun.
I'm going to need a lot of whiskey if I'm going to be Ben. I know he doesn't drink anymore, or allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, J-Lo and Ben. Gigi and Leo.
Gigi Hadid and Leo who? DiCaprio?
Yeah, they allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, are hooking up. That was my my Hollywood blind last week.
Why? I mean, I know he's becoming dirty old man and he's only hooking up with young chicks, but oh, good Lord. Oh.
He's like the he's like the Leonardo DiCaprio of the Leonardo DiCaprios. He's the what's his name? Marlon Brando of his time, Young
Stella, Gigi. Oh, how sad. How pitiful. Oh, wow.
All right, so I am fried. How about you?
I'm fried too. I'm going to release the kitten tonight.
Oh, Kitten's doing good.
Kitten's doing real good. Kitten is healing up all like super quick, like quicker than I thought. Kitten's jumping off of my counter where I, brush my teeth and all that stuff, running around. She's biting my leg while I'm putting on my makeup. So Kitten's doing good. And her sister, FB, that's her name is Fruit Bat, the black cat. She's been very sad. She misses her sister. So anytime we would go into my room, she would be all sad, like she wants to go in. When we came out and we didn't have the kitten, she gave us dirty looks. So we need to release the kitten so they can come back to bonding. And I'll have to keep my eyes on Gata because she's turned into a nasty gargoyle towards the kitten. So.
Well, that's like Pusheen. Pusheen yells at our kittens when they come out. She bops them on the head. She doesn't scratch them, but she's like, "Stop it!"
I wish our Gata's not bad. Gata actually, she gets up and she moves her fat body. It's like watching a cat that looks like Pusheen running after a poor little kitten. And I'm like, oh, just wait until she's big. She's gonna kick your ass.
Good night, Richard.
All right, guys, we're gonna release the kitten. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. You're the besties.
Oh,
there we go.
I was trying to pop it up for you. This was a long night tonight.
I know. Well, we had to make up for our last week that we could not be available.
Oh, I guess we did. Yeah. So, all right. So next week we're back on schedule. So
Yes. And hopefully everything's good in the meantime. So everybody have a good week. Send your prayers up for the people in the path of Ian. I guess send up your prayers for all of us. Keep us all safe. Let's all have high vibe.
honestly,
Thinking good
oh,
thoughts.
we didn't harp on the weather, but I'll probably do a private reading on that. So
Yeah, go ahead. Harp on that on your own. That'll be good. Give us something to look forward to on your channel.
all right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys. Love you.